Critical Role takes action on Palestine, Spelljammer Novel confirmed, and the Avatar live-action trailer.
I'm the Avatar, and I'm gonna save the world.
Welcome to Tabletop News Tuesday, our first news rundown of the week. Today we're talking about Critical Role steps to address the crisis in Gaza, some Hugo's drama, and the new Avatar live-action trailer. Remember, if you like these kinds of videos, make with the liking and the subscribing so we can keep on with the making. Now, on to the news.
News team, assemble!
Critical Role has announced that they are donating $50,000 to assist in humanitarian aid in Palestine. The announcement of $25,000 donations to the World Central Kitchen and Save the Children in several weeks of discourse by some Critical Role fans asking the show to make a comment or take action about the ongoing humanitarian crisis in Gaza. Now, this is in part because the show had previously said that the continent of Marquette drew inspiration from Palestinian culture. The calls to action had gotten to the point that some were actually asking folks to cancel their Twitch subscriptions in order to pressure Critical Role into making a statement or taking some action. Now, we'll note that Critical Role actually acknowledged these fans in their statement, noting that they had been heard, and that also Critical Role tends to be very, let's say, deliberate with their actions, so that the delay is not exactly a surprise here.
Better late than never.
Betrayal at House on the Hill is getting a card game? Last weekend, Avalon Hills Games announced that it was releasing a spin-off to their popular horror game later this year. The publisher announced Betrayal, Deck of Lost Souls this week, calling the game a speedrun of terror and chaos, but providing few other details other than showing off a nifty new foil treatment for the cards. More news about this game will come out in February, with a planned launch for March. Also in Betrayal news, there are rumors that Betrayal is getting a Pennywise collaboration. Yeah, that's right. We're going to get it in Betrayal. There has been a leak that states that we will be getting that here in the next few months, and so expect more on that later.
Is that your favorite?
Uh-huh.
Mine too.
Another year, another Hugo Awards controversy. The annual Sci-Fi and Fantasy Awards, which are given out every year in October, have been enveloped in yet another controversy when it came out that a number of books and authors were deemed not eligible with no other explanation given. Most notably, the novel Babel was deemed not eligible for Best Novel, despite the fact that it has won multiple Best Novel awards from other awards. And several authors were also deemed not eligible for their contributions for things like Best New Writer. Now, no explanation was given for why particular authors and works were deemed ineligible, but we will note that the Hugos are something of an oddity because they are administered by a different group each year. Basically, how it all works is that each Worldcon, which is the convention that the Hugos are given out at, are run by an independent group of volunteers that is chosen 2 years prior by attendees of the Worldcon that took place that year. So basically, last year's event took place in Chengdu, China, and that was determined 2 years ago. And so it was left up to the Chengdu committee to decide how to administer the Hugo voting. Now, there's a lot of speculation that the Hugos were somehow influenced by censorship, either consciously or subconsciously because of the entire issues involving the Chinese government, but we likely won't know unless last year's Worldcon organizers chooses to make a statement. Keep in mind that Hugo Award controversies is basically like an annual tradition at this point, and my stance in all of this is it's probably time for those awards to go.
You need to go! Get out!
Penguin Random House apparently listens to our channel because we're getting a Spelljammer novel later this year. The publisher has announced Spelljammer Memories Wake, a new novel by Django Wexler. This new novel follows a young woman with a mysterious past as she gets into pirate adventures on a Spelljammer ship. Now, Penguin Random House is apparently going all in on D&D novels. They're also releasing the Fallbacks, a new series of Forgotten Realms novels that we've talked about on this channel before, and now we're getting a Spelljammer novel as well. Notably, this will be the first Spelljammer novel released in 30 years.
A long, long time ago.
And finally, Netflix has released their new trailer for the live-action Avatar: The Last Airbender show. Reaction to the new series is pretty positive, and let's face it, it looks a lot better than the last attempt to make a live-action Avatar. Although, we will note that it features a lot of the usual Netflix styles and CGI and focuses on faces and all that jazz. You're getting a Netflix show, and we're just going to take that for what it is. Our only real criticism is that the actor who plays Aang looks a little bit young, which, to be fair, that's how a lot of 12-year-olds look like. They, look like kids who haven't hit puberty yet. And that could be a little bit of a problem as the series wades into the whole Aang Katara romance stuff that only really worked because, a couple of 12-year-olds were romancing each other, and it was fine because it was a cartoon, but it could come off as just a little bit weird if you try to do it in live action. So we'll see how that all works out. I'm optimistic because the show looks great otherwise, and they have a really good foundation to work on. But then again, we could have said that about the live-action Avatar movie, and, well, we don't talk about that on this channel.
I'm the Avatar, and I'm gonna save the world. With my friends.
Anyways, that's all the news that we have for today. Let us know what your favorite story was in the comments, and don't forget to hit those like and subscribe buttons.